Hi and a very good morning to you. You're joining us on Prime Sunrise on the 5th of January 2010 and it just happens to be Friday. Well, I have Deepamala with me. Very good morning to you, Deepamala.
Good morning, Sharon.
It is a Friday. You have any plans for the day?
Yes, plans in the night.
In the night? Wow. Okay.
Friday night, isn't it?
It is a Friday night. Yeah, we're heading
Yes.
straight back to the weekend again, and this happens to be. No, actually, this month started off with Saturday and Sunday being the first and second.
I think so, yes.
I think. So. Oh no, it was first was on Monday.
Okay.
We're all confused. Anyways, yeah, I guess it's the first weekend for this month of February. I guess there is a lot going on in everyone. And as for Deepamala, she's going out.
Yeah, and actually Monday was the first because yesterday
Monday
was fourth, right?
Yeah, got
it's the
confused.
early morning still.
Yeah.
And Sharon, the inspiration quote of the day, I got this favorite quote. This is my favorite quote, and that says, "Nothing can exist before it first exists as an idea in some mind."
Okay.
Okay, so I think this is my favorite quote because I think it says a lot, because everything we see in front of us, like the television to the TV cameras to the lights, everything, before it came to the real life, it was in somebody's mind, isn't
Yeah.
it? It first was a concept, it was conceptualized by somebody, and then it manifested in reality.
Yeah.
So that is my favorite quote actually, because it gives a lot of encouragement for innovation. And there's a quote that goes with that, which says, "Nothing in this world is as powerful as an idea." Because if you again think about it, everything that happens in the world is based on ideas.
Yeah.
So those are the main two inspirations quotes that we will like to keep you for the day when we are starting Prime Sunrise. And just one last quote, that is, if you don't worry about who gets the credit, the amount you can contribute and achieve will be enormous. That was said by Abraham Lincoln, Sharon. That is, if you don't think who the credit goes to who, if I do this, if you don't mind that, then of course you can accomplish so much.
Yeah, because I guess, I mean, even when it comes to work, like say in an office environment, if you do what you're supposed to do, you know, like she said, completely forgetting about who gets you or I guess for me, it would be a great amount of experience because I'm doing it. I mean, people might look at you and say, oh, she did it. But still, if you really go to see, I'm the one who's done it. I'm the one who knows how to do it. And at the end of the day, I'm the one with a lot of experience. So it doesn't, I guess, really matter.
It doesn't matter because you do your best contribution, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a good thing to live by on early morning, it being a Friday and all that. And I guess it's time for us to move on to the World Diary. Okay, so going back to events that has taken place in history, going back to the year 1994, it says market massacre in Sarajevo. The mortar bomb has exploded in the main market square, killing 68 and wounding 200 people. It is the worst single atrocity in the 22-month-old conflict between Bosnia Serbs and Muslim Croats. So this has been taking place in 1994. And going back to the year 1996, it says first genetically modified food goes on sale in UK on a particular day like this. The first genetically modified or GM food goes on sale today in British supermarkets, and genetically modified tomatoes, which will be available in Safeway and subsidy stores, has been produced to fruit which had the rotting gene removed. So this has been taking place in 1996 on a very particular day like this. And going back to the year 1974, it says newspaper heiress kidnapped. The daughter of millionaire American publisher Randolph Hearst has been kidnapped, and she was just 19 and she was in her apartment when this happened on a particular day like this. And going back to the year 1982, it says Laker Airways goes bust. Pioneering a budget airliner Laker Airways has collapsed, owing £270 million to banks and other creditors. It also says that after a 4-hour board meeting at London's Gatwick Airport, company chairman Freddie asked the banks to appoint a receiver, and all 17 Laker aircraft have been ordered to return to the UK by tonight. And the British Airports Authority has impounded a DC-10 at Gatwick to cover the company's landing and parking costs. That is about all the main highlighted events that has taken place
on a day like
this in the past.
Yeah, and now I guess we can move into our other segment, the weird word of the day.
Yes, the very interesting word for the day.
Can we see that on screen? Yeah, there it is. It is actually Liripoop. It is pronounced as Liripoop.
Okay.
Can you guess what it is?
No.
It reminds me of Lilliput, like Gulliver's Travel, Lilliput.
Yes.
It's Liripoop. Actually, it is the tassel found on a graduate's hood. Like, you know, when you graduate, you have the hood.
Yeah.
So it's a tassel that usually when you have the hood, it's it falls. It just drops like that. But when you wear it, you take it around your neck and you have it. So this tassel is called the Liripoop. So it's a cute word, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It reminds me of Lilliput, Gulliver.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the word of the day. And
I guess we always come up with you know, these kind of very interesting, weird rather words in the mornings, and I guess the best way, like I always say, I guess the best way to keep these in mind would be to actually put it into a sentence. But then something like that.
Yeah, so something like this you can say, like say for example, you graduate and come with your hood, and I can say, oh my God, that Liripoop fascinates me.
It sounds so wrong, but
this is
it actually
something
means something
better.
Yeah.
Right. So that is all these weird words. I wonder, like, nobody actually used these words.
Yeah. Nobody knows.
That is why I think we have Prime Sunrise to talk about those
on early morning. Well, I guess
I think we should go to the printed segment. Yeah. So on the island. The main headline, it says Jaffna electoral register deceptive, Pearl's chief calls for fresh census, number of voters much lower than the figure in the electoral register. So this article goes on to say that Election Commissioner Dayananda Disanayake stresses the importance of carrying out a census in the northern province as soon as possible to establish the exact number of voters living there. He says a survey will reflect the actual number of eligible voters, whereas the current electoral register is outdated. So what he's saying is that this was forced to use the 1988 electoral register due to a decision taken by the parliament, because they have to do another fresh census, and what he says is that it's very important to do a fresh census, otherwise we will not get a right picture of the voter percentage and the votes of the poll in Jaffna, and he insists that that has to be done very soon. And another headline on the island itself says Sri Lanka entering golden era of international relations, and actually this is a quotation quote from the president's speech yesterday on the Independence Day. So the article goes on to describe that addressing the nation at the country's 62nd Independence Day celebration in Kandy, he said, "We made this country where people will return to instead of living in fear of life or poverty." He said that having successfully unified the country, he now faced the task of uniting the hearts of all sections of Sri Lankan people and would willingly take over the noble task. So now the focus is on uniting people at the level of hearts. You have the
Daily News.
Okay.
Yeah, it says government appoints